Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. First and foremost, I want to apologize if I am a little bit more difficult to hear. I'm obviously not using my webcam, hence why I'm not right in front of the camera, so you guys don't have to see my ugly mug this time around. Um, my digital camera has a video, a video recorder setting. So that's what I'm going to be using for the next few reviews. I'll see if I like it. If not, I'll go back to a more webcam style. But obviously today we're taking a look at the Mon Calamari Rebel Pilot from the Blu-ray deleted scenes wave of the Vintage Collection. A very great looking figure. I love the Mon Calamari. And Hasbro has done a very great job on this figure. Just extremely excited about it. Before we get too much into the figure though, we are in fact going to take a look at the card back. I ordered it online, so I was fortunate enough to get an unpunched card, but obviously you have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi logo at the top, and the name tab there off to the side, or just below that, sorry. Off to the side, and kind of running down the card, you got a very nice still image of a Rebel pilot, a Mon Calamari, and obviously the Kenner logo there at the bottom. Now, if we go over to the back, let me zoom out here, we obviously, up in the upper right hand corner, we do have the number tab that tells us which figure this is from the Vintage Collection, the classic Star Wars logo at the top, and something a little different than the 12 back layout. It shows all of the figures that are available in this wave, which as you can see there are only 5, and some figures from the Phantom Menace wave, and some vehicles that are available throughout the Vintage Collection. So, very cool looking card back. I absolutely love collecting these as well as the figures. Just absolutely great little collector's items in my opinion. Just very good looking packaging. I always love checking those out. Now obviously onto the figure. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So the first thing I want to take a look at obviously is the head sculpt on this guy, which Hasbro has done a fantastic job. I absolutely love Mon Calamari. I'm a huge General Akbar fan. So to have a Rebel pilot in my collection is just absolutely cool. I love the designs on the head there, and they've done a very good job on the eyes as well. Obviously he's got the kind of little, I almost want to say like a beard thing going on there, which looks very cool. And just overall, the head sculpt on this guy is absolutely phenomenal. And he does have a pretty good range of articulation in the ball jointed head. Next up, we'll go ahead and take a look at his jumpsuit, which I think Hasbro has also done a great job on. I love the kind of army green. The chest piece is done very well. You can see some really great details in the chest piece there. Looks absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. And obviously the white straps that kind of come down his body and wrap around his legs look very great. We got some nice looking spots on the arm that really kind of set this figure off. I absolutely love the skin tone on Mon Calamaris. They're just an absolutely awesome species, and just one of my all-time favorite things about Star Wars, especially, General Akbar was just absolutely awesome. He does come with a little blaster pistol, which looks quite nice and is detailed very good. My autofocus isn't really kicking in. There we go. We can get a little bit better look at the detail in that pistol there. Just an absolutely great looking little pistol. One thing I would have liked to have seen though is I'm so used to seeing a holster on figures these days for pistols and stuff, and this guy doesn't have one. In no way does it affect how I feel overall about this figure, but it would have been nice to have been included. But with just how absolutely amazing this figure looks, I'm not really going to complain about it a whole lot. His last accessory is he does have a pilot helmet, which is molded quite nicely. Very good coloring. I almost said details. There's really not a whole lot of detail on this helmet. But you get the idea. It's a very good looking piece there. And I'm going to zoom all the way out and hopefully you can see the only thing that really bugs me about this. You can't, but it does have some numbers etched into the back of the helmet, which is really the only thing that kind of bugs me about it, but it's not too bad. It's nothing that I'm really going to complain too much about. It does fit very nicely on this guy's head and just makes him look even cooler in my opinion. Just very great looking figure. So far my favorite from the wave. I am definitely excited to get the Luke Skywalker lightsaber construction, but this figure is absolutely amazing. Run through the articulation real quick. He does have a ball jointed head, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel forearms, a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So about what we're used to seeing. Usually obviously we get some wrist articulation, but with his arms being kind of awkwardly shaped, they obviously put it in through the forearms, which I am fine with. Just like I said, this is probably one of my favorite figures to come out of the vintage collection in quite a long time. Just very impressed with it. Picked this guy up online, and fortunately I didn't really pay a price that I was hoping to pay for. Got this guy online for $16.99 on brianstoys.com, which I felt was kind of a letdown, but I also picked up the Sandstorm Princess Leia as well, which I will be reviewing next. And really the only reason I picked these guys up online, it was simply because my local Walmart will probably not have them in stores until the next wave of the vintage collection comes out. That's kind of how they've been. As y'all remember, my Phantom Menace vintage collection figures I reviewed pretty late, so I'll probably end up ordering the rest of this wave online. But anyway, there is the Mon Calamari Rebel Pilot. I hope you have all enjoyed this review, and I will be back soon to review Princess Leia. Anyway, until then, everybody take it easy, and may the Force be with you.